Ever get that feeling that what you call reality is, well, just the tip of the iceberg? Today, we are diving into a really cool idea, one that comes from a deep journey into the subconscious. It's this concept that our lives have a hidden backstage where the real show is being produced.
So this entire explainer is going to unpack that powerful metaphor. It suggests that the life you think is so real, everything you see and touch, is just the front stage. We're going to go behind the curtain to explore where the real magic happens. You know, the source of your intuition, your deepest gut feelings, and your personal growth. It's all happening back there, behind the scenes.
All right, so where does a journey like this even begin? Well, it starts with a feeling I think most of us have had at some point. It's that nagging feeling of an inner lack, that sense that something fundamental is missing, even when, on the surface, everything seems totally fine.
This is where the source material just flips the script on how we see our lives. On the left, you've got the front stage. That's the daily show we put on, right? Our jobs, our routines, the stuff our logical brain chews on. But the idea here is that this is all just an appearance. Now look at the backstage on the right. That's the engine room. It's the source code, the place where our deepest dreams and the real script for our life is actually being written.
And this quote just gets right to the heart of it. The backstage isn't some passive place. It's the very source of our reality. The concept is that all the illusions we see out on the front stage, everything our brain processes as real, is actually being projected from this hidden, powerful space.
So that leads to the million-dollar question, right? How do we get backstage? If that's where all the good stuff is, the keys to our fulfillment, how in the world do we open that door? Well, the source talks about this incredible internal engine that gets fired up inside us.
It's called a cosmotelluric chimney. Now, the best way to picture this is like your own personal spiritual search engine. And that feeling of lack we talked about before, it's not a bug. It's a feature. It's the ignition switch. It basically creates this energetic call, this vortex that kicks off a quest for answers. And the process itself is this beautiful looping journey. First, there's the call. That feeling of lack shoots a signal upward, searching for info in these higher, more spiritual dimensions. The search then leads to the grounding, where that energy dives down into more earthly spheres to really integrate and make sense of what it found. And finally, the return. This new, nourishing information comes flowing back to our conscious self. It's this constant cycle of asking, finding, grounding, and receiving.
And the whole point of this backstage process, it has nothing to do with logical, step-by-step problem solving. It's all about feeding the parts of us that live beyond our rational mind. It's about collecting this subtle information to nourish what the source calls our divine part, which is basically the wellspring for our intuition, our creativity, and all our best ideas.
So where's all this headed? What's the final destination of this inner journey? The ultimate goal of this cosmotelluric chimney might not be what you're thinking. So according to this, the whole objective, all of this searching and integrating, is to reconnect with our original state of being, our embryonic phase. Now, not literally, of course. We're talking about tapping into the qualities of that state. You know, that pure, flexible, supple potential we all started with.
And here's the core contrast laid out plain and simple. Our adult state, man, it can get so rigid, can it? It's built on these fixed beliefs that can just shatter under pressure, like a brick wall. But the embryonic state is all about suppleness. It's flexible. It adapts to whatever comes its way, and it grows naturally without being boxed in by ego or old ideas.
And this leads us to such a key insight. That feeling of lack that kicks this whole thing off, it's really a deep longing to get back to that state of natural, unforced growth. It's a call from our deepest self to become flexible enough to evolve instead of being stuck in the rigid box of what we think we know for sure.
And the theater metaphor? It just keeps getting better. Now let's meet the backstage crew. The source actually describes our consciousness as being run by a whole team, with every member playing a vital role in the show that we experience out front.
Let's break this down because it's so cool. The prompter. Think of this as our inner guidance, whispering the lines, the truths that we've forgotten. Then you have lighting. This is about new perspectives that suddenly illuminate a problem in a whole new way. Music is the energy that sets our emotional tone. A scene can be tragic or joyful, all depending on the score, right? And the scenery, well, that's the ever-changing context of our life and our consciousness.
Okay, so why does any of this matter? What's the point of understanding all this backstage machinery? The whole purpose is to consciously bring the wisdom from the backstage out to the front stage, to enrich the life that we are actually living every single day.
And when you make that connection between the backstage and the front stage, the results are real. They're tangible. You feel reinformed with new truths. That original sense of lack just dissolves, and it's replaced by a sense of peace. You actually start to develop an appetite for this inner spiritual food, and you begin to naturally use the gifts and capacities that were just waiting in the wings the whole time. Ultimately, it all leads to this one beautiful thing. The goal is total integration. It's not about escaping the front stage to go live backstage. No way. It's about tearing down the wall between them so you can become one single unified self, where the performance of your daily life is a totally authentic reflection of your deepest, truest self.
And that brings us to our final thought. This whole exploration leaves us with a really powerful question to sit with. If your life really is a performance, and you've been focused only on what's happening on stage, who or what has been directing the show from backstage all this time? And are you ready to finally meet your director?
Hey yo yo they yo hey yo they yo yo they yo hey yo they yo they yo they yo hey yo yo hey yo they yo hey yo. Behind the scenes of reality where all begins, a cosmic telluric chimney rises flowing through my skin. From sky it draws the answers to my deepest lacks, then descends to earth to anchor my inner flame. A whirlwind of longings, a call from deep below, rising through my roots to feed my hidden glow. My chakras like lighthouses, my DNA awake. In the silence of my heart, the primal pulse grows strong. Oh, rediscover the heartbeat of gold and silver, the rhythm of the forming embryo. Between sky earth, one thread runs true, the embryonic heart that carries you. It's there in the soul's backstage that love fills the void and arms your being with grace. Hey, behind the visible stage, unseen breathers call. Invisible guides whispering truths to me through all. Light sculpts the shadows, revealing hidden ways. The music of emotions colors all my days. A shifting set reflecting my soul's growth. Overlapping worlds, strands of radiant glow. The canopy of the soul where inspirations play, between childhood laughter and the wisdom of ions. Oh, rediscover the heartbeat of gold and silver, the rhythm of the forming embryo. Between sky and earth, one thread runs true, the embryonic heart that carries you. It's there in the soul's backstage that love fills the void and arms your being with grace. Return to the cradle of origins, where the transparent heart beats without end, the fanfare of life resonates in you, eternal rhythm. Cosmotelluric, the breath of earth ignites within you.